Hello, mate. I'm alive.
Kind of. Say 80s and all sorts of stuff on there.
Hiya.
Full. Yes, I did catch it. Evening all, welcome back to the Thin Brown Line YouTube Airsoft P channel. I'm Mark, or Sherman. If you've not been here before, welcome. If you've been here before, you know the drill. Right, I'm back again with another little review on a team member's gun. I've got some more of my own stuff coming up soon, but for now I'm just going to do some of theirs because it's in my kitchen where I've been working on it. So what we have here is Helen's, or Tank Girls, Cyma, or Cyma, wherever you're from, P90. This has been used in anger a fair bit already, and it is good fun. She's got 5 mid-cap mags, and these are the translucent ones with the fake 9mm bullets in it. Quite funky looking. What can I tell you about this? As with the real steel P90, 90% of this is polymer, so all of the body is polymer. The charging handle naturally is metal, and the upper rail system is metal. The flash hider is also metal and unscrewing. Get back on there. And that is a 14mm counterclockwise thread, which is coming off. This way. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, it's 14mm counterclockwise, so that, he says, take off. One word of warning, if you ever take it off, it does require, well, it does have a little drop screw to hold it in the right location. Takedown of this is exceptionally easy. To get to the barrel and hop up, on the top, just behind the boxy bit of the rail section, there is a little button. You press that down and you can slide all that off. That is your hop unit and your barrel all in one piece there. And then all the rest comes out of the back. I'm not going to do it all to pieces because she's going to be playing with it in like 6 hours. But then everything else just slides out the back here once you take the battery compartment off. The battery compartment just has a button on the bottom and it slides out the back. Again, this is in a small Tamir because that is what they preferred, so that's what it was wired to. This thing is was actually very, very surprising when we got it together and got it firing right and everything, because this fires right at our local site's limit. It was firing at 345 FPS. Now, obviously, I usually prefer to keep anything that I work on around about 5 FPS below what our local site's chrono reads. So 345 was about bang on. So yeah, it's got a damn good rate of fire. I have actually just had to do some work on it because any of you who have ended up dry firing a gun without realising will know there is usually an audible difference between a BB going out your barrel and a BB not going out your barrel, which is usually a good sign to change your magazine. Well, this thing, there was an audible sound, but it was literally only just noticeable in, like, for instance, on my little range out back, where there's nobody around and literally all I can hear is the gun and my own thoughts. It's a scary thought. But the audible sound was literally very, very minute and you could barely tell. So I whipped it to pieces, and this is another one where the hop unit was a bit iffy. Not the hop unit, sorry, the hop rubber was a bit iffy. Again, on this one, the hop rubber that was put in was, I think I've got it here actually, yes, there we go, was EA big and getting to the point where it was knackered, and the hop rubber I put in it is one of those, which is the correct size and brand new. I think these are, I don't actually know. I can't remember the brand, but I got about 5 or 6 of them in a deal. So one of them's gone in it. And that is what was happening. Essentially, was as you was firing it, it wasn't getting the full force of the air behind the BB, because some of it was escaping out the back of, or the front technically, of the hop rubber, and then when it was out of BBs, effectively the same amount of air was going down the barrel, but because it was already leaking air, you didn't get the audible change. So now you get a big time audible change, and you can actually tell that it's dry firing, which, because she's firing mid caps, that got her really annoying for her, because it was a case of, she said there was a few times where she realised after about 5 or 10 seconds that she was holding the trigger down and nothing was coming out. So she was shooting at people going, oh, he's not taking it. Oh, I'm not firing at him. So we've sorted that out. And the other thing she did have on it was, just to take the mickey first time out, was that scope. Which actually is, as I proved with my Barrett 50 cal, it's got a damn good 0 on it. And it looks silly, but on the top of that, it was just too big. So what I've done for her, because I had them laying around, is I've got a pair of MP7 flip-up sights in full metal. So she can either run it with sort of pistol sights on it. I don't know how well you're going to see from the camera. Pistol sights front and back and front. Or, ouch, run them as rifle sights up like that. They just look a lot better. And I've knocked over a tin of oil. And they just look a lot better. The charging handle on this is functional and ambidextrous. Isn't functional. Technically isn't functional, but it is ambidextrous, so you can pull it from either side. But it doesn't do anything. It just, that's it. The hop is accessible through the bottom of the actual hand grip, or your thumb grip. I don't know how well you're going to see that, so I'm going to use my screwdriver. And I'll try this, get this at an angle. It is through this little hatch here, and this is another wheel type, so it's left to right from the bottom, as opposed to up and down through the bottom, if that makes sense, rather than your standard M4 type. But it's probably going to need some dialing in, because obviously I've had it to pieces and fiddled about with the hop and the rubber and the barrel and everything, but she knows what she's doing with that now anyway. This is another one that's got a damn good rate of fire. This one was firing at, I think it was 25 rounds per second, which using mid caps is dangerous, but it's very, very snappy. You got obviously you got single fire round. In fact, actually, let me pop a battery and I'll let you have a listen. And I can do it. There we go. Nice. I've got an 11.1 lipo here. Is it 11.1? Yes, it's 11.1 lipo. Yeah, it does run 11.1 lipo, is absolutely fine, but Helen tends to run 7.4 on it, but let's get this on single. Ready? Which is quite snappy, and then flick it to full auto. As you can tell, it's pretty snappy. I mean, I think this battery's actually about dead as well, but it's, yeah, it's one of the better Cyma ones, because you may or may not know that Cyma do about 4 different P90s, ranging from your plastic fantastic gearbox style right up to this one, which is basically a flagship version of the P90, and this is actually pretty damn decent. Certainly, I do believe it's Helen's favourite because it's nice and compact, and it's also, it's actually, I say it's also nice and light. The M4 of hers, which you may or may not have already seen, this is actually heavier than it, but because it's a bullpup, it's butt end heavy, so it's all to the back. I'm saying that it's all to the back. It is more to the back, but because the metal rail system on it, it does actually give it a bit more balance. So yes, okay, you've got a bit more weight to the back, but it's not back heavy and it's not front heavy. It's more sort of there-ish, the weight is. But yeah, it's nice, small, manoeuvrable. Obviously she's got a nice sling on it, because the sling point is a slot under the at the bottom of the buttstock. It's black. I can't remember exactly how much these retail for, but they're sub 250 anyway, pounds. So they're not massively expensive, not cheap, but I'd say they're mid-range sort of price wise for an AEG. Obviously it's a submachine gun style, but it's still an AEG. It's got your standard P90 style gearbox in it, which I think is based on a V7. Correct me if I'm wrong. One of you lot in the comments will probably know and jump in and go, well, actually, Sherman, it's a whatever it is. I don't know. I've not really got a decent. You may have seen I've got a cheap crap Cyma P90, which I'm going to be gutting and putting good parts in it. Like I said, I don't know them really well, not internally, other than this one that I've worked on. But yeah, it's good fun little shooter. It's accurate, shoots like a feckin' laser beam. But yeah, so it's an enjoyable little gun. Yeah, coming in the next couple of weeks, I should have at least 2 more of my own guns to show, and I think I've got three more of Helen and Andy's. Again, more gameplay footage coming from the other week when we went. I'm still sifting through it. But yeah, for now, that's pretty much about it. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you are notified, funnily enough, of when new stuff comes out. You are able to jump down into the description box below, and there's a list of all the social media sites that Thin Brown Line can be reached on. Join us on those and have a nice discussion about do's and don'ts and crap that I can come up with. But for now, thanks for watching.